Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's biggest cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for tuning in. Big shout out to Athlete over there on dlive.tv/Champagne Crypto. I like that Pepe meme. Indeed, make sure you're catching me on DLive. Make sure you're catching me on YouTube and the rest of the networks. I'm still trying to get on Twitch, but they haven't reached out to me. And that's what's going on, guys. And you know what? I heard that DLive silenced or censored Owen Benjamin. So that, something to consider. I don't know how that went down or how it's possible to do that on the blockchain, but it reminds you that, all these platforms somehow they're exposed some way. I don't know. I'm not saying they're completely foolproof. You know what I mean? DLive, there could be censorship apparently. So we'll talk about that in another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Today we are on part 2 of the DeFi Mania. If you tuned into yesterday's live stream, we went over a lot of DeFi projects, and we're starting to do another round of research. And again, this is my state of mind here. Ether is going to boom. It's already moving. It's going to gain dominance on Bitcoin. I'm not saying that it's going to flip and become the dominant coin, but it's becoming apparent to me, in my opinion, that Ether will continue to rise in its market share, its dominance. Now, again, that's my opinion. Okay. So because of that, I would expect all the dApps and all the alternative coins in the DeFi space to be impacted positively from that price increase. And so the strategy here is the trend is our friend. Strike when the iron's hot. And I'm looking for all the new, or not all of them, but I'm looking at new pre-sales, new DeFi platforms where we could get in early and see if we can get those big gains. Now, most new tokens end up failing. So when you're going with this strategy, it's highly risky. Okay, highly risky. I mean, I've already got clapped on some moves, and on some I haven't. But we're gonna continue to talk about things like Alpha, Beefy, Venus, 88, Mirror, 1inch, Badger, DBank, DeFi wallets, Jet Fuel. I just got into Bubble and research. There's a lot of stuff to cover. And let this be a part 2, kind of a launching pad as to where you guys could start doing more research on some of these newer tokens. Now, drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. I want to check out the charts right now as Bitcoin is doing a little pullback, and so is Ether, but Ether is still looking good against BTC. Bitcoin currently at 29,849. It looks like it's dropping under support. Let's see what's happening next. Ether looking strong. They're at 1236. Polka, number 3 crypto, which is listed at number 4, but it's really number 3 at 1548. Ripple, you can see. Let's see who's really performing well today. GNY, I don't know anything. Do I know anything about this? No, I don't know anything about this one. What is this? Machine learning to pre-existing blockchains. Okay. There's always a new one, guys. There's always a new one. So let's go back and see who's the gainers today. GNY, Swissborg, and then Alpha. Okay, this is one I was talking about yesterday. I was going to stake Ether on it, but now I'm thinking rather instead of staking the Ether, I'm thinking of like going a little more aggressively and maybe going for the actual coins. You see Alpha's moving, Uniswap. The governance tokens in the DeFi space are doing excellent. Yesterday we were talking about 1inch as well. Aave is doing great. So again, the question that I have here, is it worth to start throwing at basically all the DeFi projects and see which one sticks? Okay. Kind of DCAing into the DeFi projects, the bigger ones at least. So let's start off by talking about Alpha. I covered it yesterday in a whole video, but let me cover it again. This is a cross chain. This bridges to the Binance Smart Chain. And I'm telling you guys, I'm excited about the Binance launch pool and the things that are coming out of, the Binance ecosystem. This is currently the main Alpha Finance. You can interact with it directly on the main ETH chain, but this is bridging over also to Binance. And go to Binance Launch Pool and look at all the projects. And these are the projects that I'm interested in. I'm going to be honest with you. Alpha, Venus, Bella, Beefy was here not too long ago. Well, actually, let me go back here to, if you go not just Binance Launchpad, just go just Binance Smart Chain and look at these projects on the Binance. So Alpha, Pancake, Beefy, Bella, all these things. Look at them, okay? Burger Swap. Just keep an eye on all these things and start doing the research. We're already in Pancake Swap. We let you guys know about Pancake Swap when it was like 50 cents, and this thing went up to like $1.20, almost $1.30. It's currently $1.18. You could stake cake on the Pancake Finance website and earn it about 100% plus APY. Or you can head over to Beefy Finance, which is a yield optimizer, and earn like 400%. So don't sleep on Beefy. I did a whole video on this as well. This is a yield optimizer on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so you got Alpha, which is cross-bridge, and then they're currently operating on Ether, but they're bridging over to Binance as well. And you can see what they're offering. This is the Alpha app. And you can see the alpha pools and, you know, the APYs that they're offering, and you can earn on ETH. Apparently, I'm reading that this contract is audited. Okay, it's audited, so apparently it's safe. I don't know how to verify the audits or whatnot, but this is what I'm hearing. I encourage you guys to go do your own research. Okay, but for those that are just holding ETH, I showed that Whale's wallet yesterday, and he was using Alpha to stake or lend his ETH or whatever you want to call it. At a 10.9% APY. Okay. And again, this is directly, you can interact with this on MetaMask on your Ether main chain. And this will be bridging or is already bridged to Binance. And so look at the price of Alpha. This thing was just yesterday, I let you guys know about it. And it was like $1.07, $1.10 or something like that. And look at it now, $1.36. It continues to boom. And again, this is on ETHEREUM, BSC scan. It's a yield aggregator, yield optimizer, yield farming. And you could read a lot. This one has a lot of documentation. This is looking official. I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't sleep on this thing. So you know, yesterday I was thinking of staking ETH in there, but then I was thinking about it too. I'm like, you know, I got my ETH bag, but what I want to do right now is find these newbies. You know, so I'm not, you know, like I could stake ETH and get 20% ETH or whatever, let's say 10, 20, whatever it is, let's say, you know, 5%. Or I could go a little more aggressive and try to jump on a new coin that can move a lot faster and that also pays rewards in the same token. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll keep the ETH with the ETH, but if I'm going to be interacting with these platforms, I think I'm going to go for the smaller cap coins and a little bit more risky in hopes of a bigger reward. So Alpha, there it is at $1.36. You could pick up Alpha directly on Uniswap or on their website. They got a swap. You go right here on their swap. So I'm looking for the dip on this. I'm going to be honest, to throw like an ETH. Instead of using my ETH to earn more ETH here, I'm just probably going to go ahead and jump on the Alpha. So you could swap there ETH to Alpha and ETH to IB ETH, which is the one that earns APY. So that's that. Let me link this down below so that you guys can see. This is the app. Boom. And then the Beefy app. Don't sleep on Beefy, guys. I'm going to be honest, like from everything I've seen, Beefy has the highest APYs. Now, Beefy is not audited, although they said they will be soon. They're not. As opposed to Alpha, which says they're audited. I mean, I don't know how to verify that. So I got into Beefy, the Beefy governance token, and I'm staking it. Beefy is doing well. I got in at about $360. It's currently at $413. Okay. And another thing that really attracted me to Beefy Finance is the total supply. Circulating supply is only 76,000 out of 80,000 capped. So, you know, this thing can go easily to $1,000 in my opinion. So that's what's going on. And then I'm earning the APY on Beefy. And then instead of staking cake on the Pancake swap, you could see that the APY on cake here on Beefy is at 430. So I got over 2,000 cake staked over there, and it's definitely earning faster than on the native platform. You could also stake ETH, USDT. I got a little bit of Binance in there, just testing it out. But again, I was thinking of putting my ETH into this 24.6 APY because it's better than the Alpha ETH, which is offering 10%. But remember, Alpha's on the Ether chain already. Okay, so you don't got to bridge over, but you got to pay the fees. In order to use Beefy, you got to bridge your token over, and you could do so by using the Binance Chrome wallet. I have the video explaining it. You don't need to use like a VPN or anything like that. You could bridge the tokens, sending them to yourself from the BNB address to the 0x address right within the wallet. You could send it to yourself. So instead of like, just sending over the ETH and then parking the ETH here, I was thinking about it. I was like, for that, you just buy Cake, because I think Cake is going to move faster than ETH in the short term. And then you're getting the APY. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to keep ETH. And if I'm really going to do something, might as well go for the smaller cap coins, go for the gains. Again, it's riskier though. That's what's going on. So that's a recap of some of the stuff I'm doing. I'm going to keep going. There's one called 88 miles per hour that I want to do, take a stab at. I haven't tried yet. 88 MPH. We talked about this at the end of yesterday's stream. And this one is down. This is a very interesting project as well. You should read the medium.com article. Let me link that one. "88 miles per hour's app is symbiotic relationship between a platform and its users." You can see that they have they got a lot of stuff going on, and I would just read through this. Look, a lot of this DeFi stuff requires a lot of reading and education. Okay, but knowledge is key out here, guys. Read through this. But this one definitely seems like it's worth doing the knowledge. And again, that's the price for it. 113. I'm not in that one. Mirror Finance. Did I show that one? Actually, let's show something that I didn't show yesterday. Let's go to BSC News. And I was reading about this other project called Jet Fuel. So I'll go to All Post. And this is an excellent site to keep up with the new Binance stuff. They got everything is pretty much posted here, and you can catch, like, look, there's a new ACryptoS project review. This just dropped right now, a new crypto vault. You know how it is, guys. You get in first, you never know. So I'll be, after this live stream, I'm going to start looking at this. Jet Fuel. That's what it is there. This thing. Brand new. Okay, this is another one. Jet Fuel releases Vapor rewards in an ecosystem update. Let's begin with the limited time Vapor rewards for Jet staking. How to get more tokens. Again, this new model of farming tokens with other tokens seems to be the wave right now. So read this. Check out GeForce, Jet Fuel. This is another one. This is on Binance. And look, this is what I'm thinking about Binance, guys. It's obvious that Binance is somewhat centralized, and they're going to be biased to the projects that are launched on their protocol and on their blockchain. And it is what it is. So I'm going to look at it like, I'm going to use that trend to my benefit, our benefit. If they're going to be pumping coins or not. So maybe I should check it out. I'm not entirely ideologically happy with centralized exchanges, but again, we're trying to ride the trend. If you're really into crypto and you want to, be the decentralized maniac, just get Monero. Okay. Let's talk about Resurge and Bubble, because I got into that one. I just did a whole video on that one. Yeah, this one. This is this video. This is the last play I did. Resurge.finance. This is an RFI fork created by the team who founded Bubble, and they tell you why they did a fork. So basically, they're airdropping. If you buy Bubble, okay, within the first 48 hours of trading on Uniswap, it listed yesterday, you are eligible to receive RSG tokens. Here's the Bubble contract address, and you can see the tokenomics for RSG. This was a stealth listing yesterday, okay? Fair launch, no pre-sale, no early investor wells, as well as a stealth listing. The stealth listings are becoming more popular. That way they avoid bots and any shady business. You can see the price. Token supply is only 5 million. They got locked liquidity that is verifiable here at team.finance. You could check out the information on DEX tools, etc., etc. So yeah, I bought BBL so I can get dropped RSG, and I also bought RSG because it's brand new, and I'm trying to ride that wave. So let me go back to the RSG listing here, Dex Tools. Thing hit the swap yesterday. Currently at almost 2 cents. You can see it hit the swap yesterday and it went straight up. And then, went down. I think I caught it somewhere around here. Then it pumped. Now it's, dumping again. But it's so early, you can't really tell, Again, this is, the token's still being distributed. It's brand new. And, get some of these new baby tokens. You never know. You never know. That's my strategy, guys. Like I said, I'm kind of DCAing on all the new DeFi projects and seeing if we can catch a boomer out here. Let's see if we can catch a big one. I do expect the majority of them to crash and burn. And because of that, I'm not becoming too attached or emotionally attached to any of these. I'm ready to pull in or pull out of them if need be. But, this is like an average speculation on most DEX platforms, and this is with the mentality of, it seems like these new tokens, the DEX and all, they're like the new ICOs. Okay. Remember back in 2017 that there was an ICO for everything. And remember this, most ICOs, they boomed the first month or so. Okay. And then the majority of the new projects didn't survive. I mean, that's just the way it goes. The majority of new businesses don't survive. But it seemed to me like there was a sweet spot on all the ISOs at the beginning, that if you would have gotten into the majority of them and, waited for the first month for those gains, perhaps maybe that would have been a strategy. Okay. Because even some of the tokens that completely failed did well at the beginning, post ICO. So, based on that train of thought, I'm like, hey, these new tokens now may do the same. They may behave similarly to the ICO back in 2017. So let's see. Now let's talk about 1 inch. We talked about 1 inch yesterday, right? 1 inch is another one. I think this is going to be big too. The 1 inch exchange. It's an automated market maker aggregator, and it shops Sushi Swap, Uniswap, and it finds you the best deals. And they got their governance token as well. You can see one thing that's really attractive. The 1 inch UI is very, very attractive. 1 inch UI looks good, and then they got this Shy token where you can transact for up to 42% cheaper because of the Chai gas token. I haven't read that, but perhaps that's something to do. But 1 inch has been moving, and again, they offer the best rates by discovering the most efficient swapping routes across all leading dexes. Let's see what their price is. We covered this yesterday. This thing is all the way up as well. Number 95 already. Yeah, another 10%. You see what I'm saying? These things are moving. 244. The circulating supply is high. But, like Uniswap, I expect these DeFi market makers, these yield optimizers, these aggregators to continue to rise in value. Shout out to Rafter, man. Good morning. So we covered Jet Fuel. We covered Alpha, Beefy, 88, 1 inch. There's another one called Badger that I've been looking at. There's a lot of stuff. BitPapa told us about the Gitcoin drop with GitHub. Apparently, if you sign up to GitHub and you donate any small amount to those projects that are on Gitcoin, you're eligible for an airdrop that could be worth to like up to 0.8 ETH or something like that. So I shared the link explaining everything yesterday on yesterday's video. It's linked to Voscoin. He explained it a little better than me. You may want to look into that. I haven't been able to get in. There's so much stuff I haven't gotten around to it. Let me show you guys the Whales wallet again. Check out this Whales wallet. This guy's managing, or this account is managing over $500,000 worth of crypto. And I suggest you snoop at this account just to get a little insight as to how big dogs move capital around. You can see this wallet. Wow, it's changed. Remember, yesterday they didn't even have Aave. Now they got over 2 million of Aave ETH. This thing is changing in real time. So it's interesting to see how this wallet moves around its assets. But you could see over 200 million in total value locked over there in alpha. This is the main platform that this whale seems to be using, farming all kinds of tokens. And, you know, look at all the different pools this wallet's involved with, specifically the ETH pool, earning about 10 to 11% APY on the ETH. They're also using, look at all these things, Compound, borrowing, leveraging their Aave, YF Link, Badger, 1 inch. I mean, they're using pretty much all of them. But this is a good place to start snooping and checking out. Bench says, question for the man: how do you predict multiple chains grabbing transaction market share will affect the prices of each underlying chain's base asset? Compound's upcoming chain BSC, is it good? Ben, I'm not understanding your question. I'm going to be honest with you. How do you predict multiple chains grabbing transaction market share will affect the prices of each underlying base asset? I don't know. I think you're trying to over confuse things. I mean, it sounds to me like it's increasing demand. You know, it's that simple. You know, it seems to me like that increases demand. I don't see how it's increasing supply of the underlying asset. The asset is what it is. It would be more things calling on the asset, which I would assume would increase the demand. So, I mean, I could be wrong, but, you know, the question sounds super confusing, but like ask yourselves this: is it increasing demand or not? And I would say yes. Again, I could be wrong. Sure, thanks for addressing it. There are a lot of new chains coming up like Binance Smart Chain. New users may migrate over to Binance Smart Chain instead of Ethereum. Oh, yeah. I mean, and that's why I'm speculating so heavy on the Binance Smart Chain projects. I mean, including Alpha, which is a cross-chain project. And most of them here, if you just go on Binance Smart Chain, I mean, BFees, One Pancake Swap, we're in them. I mean, I'm showing them right here on the tabs. So, yes, I do think that the market has room to grow. Look, Ether's market share of all of crypto right now is only 15.7. I would expect this to grow to at least 20, maybe 25%. And then as far as Binance's dominance, I would expect it to grow as well. I was watching a video, I believe, by Crypto Slow yesterday, and he was talking about Binance and its value. And he made a good point, and I just didn't even realize. If you click on Binance here, okay, and you look at the circulating supply of the coin, 179 million. Let's round this off to 180 million, and then you compare it to Ether, okay, which has about the same circulating supply, 114. So you know it's in the same range. Okay, they both have less than 200 million coins. Okay, but Ether is like 30 times the price. So, I mean, I agree. I think that Binance has room to grow here. Okay? Binance has room to grow. I think the whole entire market has room to grow. Ether and the altcoins and the cross-chain. I think that the market has room to go. All of them. Generalized chains that have low cost and good performance will do very well. Doesn't BSC feel like Polkadot now versus later? I'm not using Polkadot heavy, so I couldn't tell you, but I'll tell you, BSC feels like Ether and the speed of Tron. I know a lot of people don't like Tron, but Tron is fast, okay? So, I know a lot of projects were using Tron as an alternative to Ether because of the speed, but, Tron is questionable for a lot of reasons, although I'm using it. But now it seems to me like, we have a new Asian coin here that is behaving better than Tron, and that is apparently BSC. Okay? Be honest with you, Tron is stinking lately. I've been using some of the staking platforms out there, but I don't see any thorough projects out there like I'm seeing on Binance Smart Chain. So, not to throw shade at Tron, I'm just calling it how I see it. And it seems like we have a new attractive Asian here on the roster. Okay. So Tron better dress up because there's competition. Ben says, gotta thank you. I will buy and hold. Okay. Yeah, no, do whatever you want. I mean, I'm not telling people whether to buy or hold. Again, you know, this is just my opinions. This is for entertainment purposes. You guys do whatever you feel is what you want to do. Okay. I'm not giving any advice. I just got to throw those disclaimers out there for the crypto cucks that might be listening. But yeah, Binance. I think Binance is undervalued. As is Ether. I'm going to be honest. I think Ether is undervalued as well. I mean, look at the price of Ether, okay? Let's go back to actually TradingView. The price of Ether against Bitcoin is 0.042. It's apparent to me that this thing is headed to 0.05, okay? And the all-time high for Ether is 0.13. So we can easily go back to a tenth of a Bitcoin. So I do think that Ether in the midterm will move faster than Bitcoin. Now, if Ether is going to become a number one coin, you know, I don't know. I mean, anything's possible, but that's not what I'm waiting for. I'm just seeing that the share of Ether is going to grow, and if the Ether share grows, I believe some of its competitors' share would also grow, and I'm looking at Binance and specifically Pancake. Alpha, Beefy, Venus, 88, Mirror. Did I talk about Mirror today? The Mirror protocol, synthetic assets. You could trade stocks. You could trade synthetic stocks. Netflix, Tesla, Google over there on Pancake Swap, and in this Mirror. You know, this thing is Mirror assets reflected on the blockchain. And this is another Binance and Terra. This is powered by Terra, available on the interchange. So this goes from Terra to Wasm to I think Binance as well. So this cross-chain stuff is the new wave, guys. Interoperability. Let me drop a couple ducats here on the DLive bucket. I didn't do that yesterday. But, you know, it seems to me out of all the Tron dApps, DLive is the one. I like DLive a lot. It's the one I like the most. It's the one that I feel like has the most value. But after hearing that they silenced Owen Benjamin and completely censored him, that kind of sucks. Because I didn't think you could be censored over here. Let me pass out these lemons. Click on claim rewards. I'm going to distribute them right now. All right, guys. Have any questions, comments? Now, if you're trying to get on the Binance Smart Chain, I've been seeing in the comments that a lot of people are confused because the bridge that's available online to bridge over from the 0x address to the BNB address blocks you if you are trying to access it from the United States. They say, you know, your VPN or whatever. You don't have to use a VPN, okay, in order to use those bridges. You could bridge simply by downloading the Binance Chrome wallet, and you could send it to yourself. Okay, so let's say you deposit BNB tokens into the BNB address. You got 30 BNB tokens. You could send those BNB tokens to the Ether address within the same wallet, and it'll bridge it over. All right, guys. I think I covered all the bases for today. Check out the research finance video that I did as far as the speculative play. The RSG is a new token that just came out yesterday, and Bubble will be airdropping even more RSG to anyone who purchases 500 or more Bubble by tomorrow. So, you know, I jumped in that play, and let's see what it does. Check out that video below. Check out the video for Alpha Finance. Check out the video for Beefy Finance. And big shout out to everybody out there that's staking Wise token. I haven't slept on Wise. I've still got a stake out there. I still see people staking. The price, you know, it's not much. It's kind of like stuck, but it is substantially higher than listing price. So I mean, I'm happy about it. Like, I think it listed at 16. It's been like at 50. It went as high as 90. So, you know, I'm not mad at that. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Check all the links down below. Shout out to Ben, Tony on crypto, and the rest of the boomers out there. I appreciate all you maniacs. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne.